Today we are going to be talking about container gardening. I believe everybody should have a plant and grow something, no matter how small your house is. There's a plant for you. And growing in containers is a very good way to do that. Even if it's just a windowsill that you have, there's a plant for you. So I'm going to be going through different plants and different containers that you might want to plant in your house. The idea is that you plant something. Doesn't matter what you plant, but plant what you like, because there's no point in planting something if you're not going to like it or enjoy it. First of all, I'm going to be talking about this little plant here. It's an Amaryllis. It's a beautiful, beautiful flower. It's not flowering yet, but this is how it looks when it's flowering. It's a beautiful plant. It doesn't take much. This is the size pot that it needs. You don't have to pot it on. You don't have to increase the size. It's very happy here. You just need to water it, give it a bit of fertilizer, and it'll be fine. If you're planting plant in the container, it has to have drainage holes. If there's no drainage hole, it's going to be waterlogged and your plant will basically die. Here's another one. There's a cocoyam. For a cocoyam, this is a really small pot. You're looking for a bigger pot, but it's okay here just now. You can start it here and put them in bigger pots when they're much bigger. Like a size like this one. When is this size? Over here. You can put them in a pot like a bucket over there. So it's important to plant what you enjoy, but the point is plant something, because planting our homes and green spaces have a lot of health benefits. Over here is a parsley. It's in a 10-liter bucket. It's really small, but for one family this would do. You can plant this. Parsley in the shop, I think it costs like less than £1. You can plant this in your house. Use it in your cooking. I believe nothing tastes better than plants that you grow yourself. You can buy this for £1, put some soil in it, there's some drainage hole under it, and that's you. You just water it once in a while, and that's fine. Over here we have a slightly bigger pot. I think this is a 12 liters. We have a raspberry plant in it. It was much longer, but I broke it mistakenly, but it's still fruiting. You can have this if you have a little space, or if you enjoy blueberries, slightly bigger pot. That's a 15-liter pot, and you have your own blueberries. And also, if you're growing blueberries, you need to use the right soil, and with every plant you need to give them the right soil and the right condition for them to do very well. And over here we have a Cala Lily. This is not flowering yet, but this is how it looks when it flowers. It's a beautiful flower, isn't it? And let's go ahead. Back here we have a pepper plant. There's a basket of fire. I think this is a 5-liter pot. It will be just fine here. You can put this in your windowsill and get lots of fresh peppers. Next to it is another 5-liter pot. It's a beautiful, beautiful dahlia plant. You could grow this if you have a small space. It'll be fine in this pot this year. It's totally fine. But once in a while, when your plants get bigger, you might want to go underneath it and just look. If the roots are coming out, that's the plant's way of telling you it needs a bigger pot. Moving on, this is my beautiful, beautiful chamomile plant. Lots of flowers. These flowers can be picked up. It's ready to be picked up and dried, and you can use it for your tea. It's in a little pot, a 10-liter pot. You could plant one chamomile plant and get lots of fresh chamomile. It is very rewarding and really nice, and it feels really good to grow your own food. It's the best feeling in the world. Nothing tastes better than what you grow yourself. Over here we have a little trough. You can put this in your windowsill if you want, and we have 3 berry plants in it. How cool, how nice would it be for you to eat fresh strawberries that you grew by yourself? It feels nice, I must tell you. Moving on, we have a bigger bucket here. It's a 15-liter pot. And I have some plants in it, but they're still really small. They're carrots. You could grow this, get fresh carrots for yourself. Really nice. If you're growing something like cocoyam, eventually you have to put it in a bigger bucket so it keeps growing, because if you leave it in a pot like this size, it would never grow past that level. But if you put in a bigger pot, you get a bigger plant. Over here we have guardiola and lilies. They are not flowering yet, but this is how it looks when it flowers. It is a beautiful plant, isn't it? If you enjoy flowers, you can grow flowers. If you're more into fruits, you could grow fruits. If you prefer herbs, you could do that too. If you have maybe just a room, you can grow an amaryllis. And if you're thinking you might not have time to water it, look after it, that is totally fine. There's a plant for everybody. Like this plant over here. It's a succulent, comes from the cactus family, so these plants thrive on neglect. I could get away with no watering this plant for 3 months and it will be fine. So if you're one of those kind of people, buy a succulent, because there's so many health benefits of having plants in our house. This is just to encourage all of us to have a plant growing in our house. It has lots of health benefits, and it can help teach our children how to grow their own food. If you're planting any plant, even if it's just an amaryllis like this, or a bunch of pots or a big garden, send us a video, and who knows, maybe you might inspire somebody to start growing today. Send the video and we'll put it up on this channel. I hope we all go out today or sometime soon and buy a plant or two, maybe 10. It doesn't matter where you live or the amount of space you have, you can grow something. Send us a video and we'll put it up on the channel. And whatever you're doing today, I hope it goes well. Have a brilliant day, guys. God bless.